We have 0700. We will begin our operational briefing. Good morning. Today is Monday, August 12th. Welcome to the operational briefing for the park incident. My name is Nick Wallingford, Plan Section Chief. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and radios. If you do need to take a phone call or have a side conversation, please take it off to the side to not disrupt others. Our incident objectives. Our management objectives remain unchanged. Our control objectives remain unchanged. And now for our current situation with night ops.
Good morning, Jeremy Pierce, Night Operations. Starting at the bottom of the fire, working our way on that whole western flank. It's been in patrol status for several days, no issues yesterday. It remains in that status right up around the Dye Creek area up in Tehama. Well, just under the Division Juliet and down to, Hotel. This little section right up in here, we had a problem a couple days ago. We had about 30 acres. They're continuing that mop up on it. It's kind of wrapped up. This should be the last day out there of really good hard mop up on that before we can put it to rest. So please, we'll take care of that. And as we move up towards the top of the fire, we still have our big brush patch up there just for Manton, and that's been causing problems. They were out there all day. No real issues yesterday, but a lot of mop up still in the area. Then as we move around into Branch 15, Branch 15 was our priority yesterday. A lot of hard work was done in that area and mop up in the Union as well as over in Victor and Whiskey. We did have a spot fire yesterday that was picked up, so it's real important that we stay out on that line and be diligent in mopping all that up. That was taken care of. It's lined, it's wrapped. They're mopping it up continuous. There's just still a lot of heat on that line in that section. Moving around, coming over to the Doe Mountain area, once again, it still has a lot of heat. There's a lot of mop up, and a lot of good work was done in that area yesterday. They're continuing to improve that and get that 300 feet. We're about 100 feet in, so we still got a little ways to go. Coming down into Butte Echo, Foxtrot and Charlie. That area still has got some islands in there. It's got some heat in there. No spot fires yesterday, which is good news, but there was a lot of mop up that was done and still needs to be done in that area. And then coming down in the 32 corridor, all looks really good. It's all in patrol status. Not a lot of heat, but there still is some smokes and still some calls for service amongst the community in there. Thank you for the good day of work yesterday, and thank you again for today.
Weather.
Good morning. Tom Schultz, incident meteorologist, park incident. So today we're starting off with pretty calm conditions over the fire, but it is going to be another heads-up day as we get into the afternoon. The main feature I want to note from this morning is we do have a temperature inversion and a thermal belt up here along Highway 36 for those higher elevations. RH is starting the day around 20 to 30%. It'll hold pretty steady through the rest of the day. Otherwise, RH recoveries are a little bit better this morning compared to yesterday. As we go through the morning into the early afternoon, we'll see that inversion break around 12 to 1400. We'll see high temperatures in the 80s with minimum RHs around 20 to 30%. The main feature, though, that I want to touch on is going to be that dry-cold frontal boundary that'll be moving through the area this afternoon. You'll start to see winds increase as that inversion breaks out of the south, veering a little bit more westerly as you get towards the north portion of the fire. Wind gusts of 24 to 27 miles per hour are expected this afternoon, especially for those exposed ridgetop areas that have a little bit of fetch to the south. There will also be some mid-level instability that'll be moving over the fire that'll be peaking between 15 and 2000 this evening when that dry cold front is right overhead. You may not notice any changes at the surface, but at 15,000 feet and above, that instability is going to be lurking there. Once we move into tonight, that feature will progress off to the east. We'll see calmer conditions return and some better overnight recoveries, low temperatures in the 50s and 60s. I really want to emphasize, though, this afternoon it's going to be breezier than it was yesterday, and we are going to have that instability that's going to be lurking aloft. If something's going to happen the next few days, it's going to be today. So do not get complacent and report.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Jan Smoots, fire behavior analyst for the park incident. So listen to those weather conditions. My hair's starting to stand up a little bit on the back of my neck, right? We've got some atmospheric instability that can lead to column development and more active and erratic fire behavior. We got some wind that can kick up some spot fires for us possibly, wake up some of that old heat that's been lying lying dormant and quiet for us for the last few days. And we've got a lot of those fuels out there all around the fire, whether it's the light flashy fuels down in the valley or the heavier timber up in the mineral area. You've got a lot of potential. Our ERCs and BIs are still hovering around that 97th percentile. We've got potential for reburn. We've got heavy fuels burning underneath continuous canopies of brush and timber. A lot of things are kind of lining up to where if something gets established, it could be a pretty good active fire behavior day. Primary areas of concern, we're still seeing flare-ups in the Inskip brush patch. We're still seeing a lot of heat along the line in the Turner Mountain area, all along through branch 18. Especially an area of concern is anything north of Highway 36 and anything that were to get established in that Deer Creek drainage down in branch 18. So once again, we've got a lot of potential. A lot of things are lining up as far as fuels, weather, topography out there. Stay engaged, make smart decisions, and have a productive day.
Safety.
Good morning, Josh Kitchens, Safety Officer, Park Incident. Today's safety message can be found on page 6 of your IAP. Please use that to brief your crews. We just heard the IMET and fire behavior talking about complacency and the change in the weather. A lot of us have been running from fire to fire the last few months. We've been on this fire for a while now, day to day, same dirt, same ground, same tasks. It's easy to get complacent when we're doing mop-up and suppression repair. Fatigue, stress, the level of comfort we've had with our past successes all can lead to complacency. Today I want you to go out, take a tactical pause, evaluate yours and your crew's abilities, and be honest with yourselves of what that current level of ability is. With that, go out, look up at the hazard trees, look down at those ash pits, and look around while you're driving. Thank you. Be safe.
Air operations.
Good morning, Park. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations. We will continue to support your mission in meeting your operational needs with air attack and fixed wing on call. We continue to operate out of our 2 helibases with 12 Type 1s, 3 Type 2s, and 5 Type 3s. Those numbers do include our 2 Type 1 night-capable helicopters and our Type 3 night helico, and they are a shared resource recovering out of McClellan. We still have 2 UAS modules, and we have 1 mobile retardant base that will be closing at end of business today. CAL FIRE continues to support us with a daytime rescue ship. Always monitor air to ground. Clear eyes, full hearts. Team Park, stay vigilant.
Communications.
Good morning, Jack Daniels, Communications Leader for the Park Incident. Please open your IAP to page 65. Today we have 4 205s, 2 primary and 2 backup. Please make sure you're operating in the primary zone before you go out on the line today. As a reminder, the only frequencies allowed for the Park Incident are those that are listed within your 205. Specifically for branch 18, you will be remaining in the same zone and group as you were at your previous shift, even though you were assigned to the Tehama camp. On page 69 is a command repeater map. You can use this as a reference for the location of all the command repeaters. On page 70 is some helpful information that we've added about the NIFSI system to help improve performance of your radios. And today's version is version 5. If you're new to the incident or you do not have version 5 or have any questions, we have techs standing by off to my right in front of the communications van. Thank you and have a safe shift.
Medical.
Good morning, Steve McGarry, Medical for the Park Incident. You can find the medical plan on page 71. Listed on there are the services that we have available at both bases. We'll continue to provide medical supplies and support at CalMat and MERT. We'll also have dedicated ALS ambulances, line medics, and REMs assigned to the incident. Down in box 6 is your medical emergency reporting information. We've had good luck in using this and continue to provide that information listed in box 6 to your chain of command, and we'll get you the closest available resource. Thank you.
Information.
Good morning, Wendy Oaks, Information Park Incident. If you turn to page 72, I'll give you some updated numbers. At the bottom of that page is our mailing address. This is the last day that you'll be receiving any packages down in Chico, so please use the Red Bluff address moving forward. Also on that page, there's a number of QR codes. The bottom one is for submitting photos and videos to the PIO team, so please use that. And thank you to everybody that has submitted photos and videos to us to help us tell the park incident story. For updated numbers, for acreage, 429,259. That's 429,259. For containment, 38%. That's 38. And total personnel is 5,775. That's 5,775. And finally, as a member of the information team, we have the privilege to go out every day and represent you and tell your story. And I just want you to know how appreciative and thankful the communities are. Keep up the good work and stay safe.
Training.
Good morning, Anthony Masuko, a training specialist for the park. Just a reminder, the last call for the Butte-based training shop will be 1,400 hours tomorrow. After that, all check-in and check-out for training will occur here at the Tehama base. We're located in the planning building, right behind check-in and demob. If you're checking in, just bring a valid task book, and we'll get you checked in. If you're checking out, final evaluation page if you're getting qualified, task book evaluation record, and an ICS 225, and we'll put together a valid training package for you. Thanks, and have a safe shift.
And now for the Taha Zone roll call and division assignments.
Good morning, Tyler Holquist, Resource Unit Leader, Park Incident.
Good morning, Kent Cunningham, Tehama Operations.
Roll call, Branch 1012, Emmerich. Here. Divisions Delta, Schmidt. Here. Steppig. Here. Juliet, Velasquez. Here. Dunn.
Okay, Andy. We've had a lot of successes in branches 10, 12, and that's due to the diligent hard work that everybody's been going out there and putting in every day. We were tested yesterday. We'll be tested again today. Make sure that we continue that hard work and that we're prepared to pass the test today when we get wind tested in 10, 12. You guys are doing a great job. Stay diligent.
Branch 15, Brown. Divisions Quebec, Harris. Uniform, Welch. Whiskey, Cliff. X-ray, Mickelargy. Quigley.
Okay, Brown, Branch 15. A lot of great work done in there. Every time I drive in that area, every time I fly in there, it's just dirty-faced firefighters just getting in there and getting the work done. That needs to continue today. Again, we'll be tested with the wind and the instability. Let's make sure that our lines hold and that we have a plan.
Branch 18, Edmiston. Divisions Charlie, Peterson. Echo, Ferris. Foxtrot, Johnson.
Okay, Branch 18, so everyone knows, as of today, Branch 18 belongs to the Tehama Zone. Had the opportunity to drive it yesterday. Amazing firefight, amazing work. Continue to go in there and mop it up so that we can hold and continue to produce all that amazing work that you guys did in there over the last couple weeks. It looks really good in there, but we got to keep going. There's some dirty burns in the areas, some smokes, but keep working hard and we'll get it knocked in the head.
Branch Tehama Fire Suppression Repair, Morris. Schultz.
All right, Gabe. You guys are doing a great job. This is quickly becoming the biggest beast on this fire, which is a good thing. A lot of work to do. Keep continuing to push your divisions in suppression and repair, and we'll continue to add more so that we can get that completed. Thank you.
A few reminders. At the conclusion of briefing, please go to your division breakouts. They begin on my right, your left, with Tehama Delta Echo, and wrapping all the way around the stage behind you. If you are unassigned, please meet with the resource unit leader, which will be where you got your IEP and the unassigned area. Refer to your IEP for additional messages. For the next cooperators meeting, will be at 1000 hours today. The next planning meeting at 1700 hours. Your next operational briefing tomorrow will be right here at 0700 hours. And now to our Unified Incident Commander.
Good morning, everyone. Scott Korn, Unified Incident Commander of the park. So I could stand right here and I can hear conversations in the very back. If I can hear it, I need you guys to tighten it up. We only ask for 20 minutes of your day to get briefed, and I need that from you. I get it. Sidebar conversations happen, but when they affect others around you, I need it to stop. Thank you. So driving, we've hit that home for the last couple days. Thank you very much. There's been a remarkable increase of the safety and the speed out there on that driving. So I commend you guys for that. When you vigilance, we're going to have some changes in our schools coming into effect this week. Traffic around here is going to get a little bit more tight. So I need you to be vigilant so we're not holding a vigil for someone. When you go outside of this wire, when you go outside of this line of this camp, we need you to be very sense of urgency when you leave here, getting out of camp. But once you go outside those gates, I need you to slow down, take it easy. I need you to get there, and I need you to get back. And thank you ahead of time for that. So the fires, it's not winding down. There's a lot of work out there. There's a lot of mop up. So success is basically the sum of a bunch of small tasks. And all of your small tasks are going to get us out of here. And we need all those small tasks, every one of you, to have that with a max effort today. All of those things combined, you may think you're out there doing something that is not significant. It's all significant. It all needs to be done, from suppression repair to the end of this incident. We're at over 5,000 folks right now. We're going to leave it to about 200 when we all leave, and they're going to be responsible for it. So let's turn it over and give them a good package. Let's go out there. Today is going to be a good day. Let's go get it.
Butte Zone Operations, Jet Gaines.
Good morning. We'll start off with the big change here before we do roll call. We had a change in the zone boundary starting this morning. So you can see it goes up, and on the map here, the big break is at drop point 40 on Highway 32. So that's where the zone break is now. So all of Branch 18 is now in the Taha Zone, and everything south of DP 40 down Highway 32 is in the Butte Zone. And we made that change because we're getting ready to transition this piece down here back to the unit on Wednesday. So we'll start with roll call for Branch 5, 20, and 25. Jerry? Here. And Fowler? Here. Division Butte, Bravo Victor X-Ray Papa Tango, Schindler. Here. Davidson. Here. And Butte Hotel Kilo November, Derlew. Here. And Becerra. Here. Fire Suppression Repair, Wimmer. Here. All right, so our footprint's gotten a lot smaller. We're going to continue to grid, mop up, seek and destroy any smokes that we see in and around here, and get ready to turn this over to the Butte unit. And my goal is to turn this over with as little work for them as possible. So anything you guys see and we can safely get to today, let's get in there and put that out. They had broke up a little more dozer piles yesterday with an excavator that they found that still had some heat in it, so that got mopped up. So we need to continue to check those and make sure that's all buttoned up. Let's continue to work and grid around Cohasset, and mop and seek and destroy anything around there and get that buttoned up as well. You heard the weather today, so we are going to get tested. So keep your heads on a swivel. We got to watch that wind, watch those hazard trees that have had fire in them for several weeks now. Today's the day that they could come down, that needle cast out there, so we need to be careful of all of that. And if there's anything that happens up in Deer Creek and all of that, we are going to support our partners. If they need help, if they ask for it, we're going to go help them. So be ready for that, and just know their frequencies and know the difference in the zone change there. Other than that, have a good day.
All right. So if you find yourself assigned to Branch 18, that's divisions Bravo Charlie, Bravo Echo, and Bravo Foxtrot. Immediately following briefing, please come to the front of the stage. All other divisions, you will find your division breakouts behind the briefing area. If you're an unassigned resource, that'll be to my right, your left, underneath the trees. The last cooperators meeting that will be hosted out of the Butte Zone base here in Chico is going to be today at 1000 hours in the Harvest Hall. The planning meeting will be at 1700 hours, also in the Harvest Hall, and your next operational briefing here at 0700 tomorrow. Closing comments, Unified Incident Commander Kevin Bohall.
Good morning. One thing we could talk about today, I guess, would be opportunities. So obviously today we have some weather that could challenge our lines, could be something that could cause issues. So We want to utilize what we can to make sure we hold what we have today and look at the opportunity for more favorable weather that's going to come in future days. Some of those opportunities today might be to complete tasks that we have at hand. That could be mop-up, suppression repair, pulling hose lays, whatever we're doing. Another opportunity would be good public interaction. Continue to deal with the public in a courteous manner to give them a good closure on this incident. And ultimately, the opportunity to have a good closure and a final success as we get out of here and move on to the next incident. Thank you.
That concludes your operational briefing. Please be sure to turn your radios and cell phones back on.